So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Mikey and Nickey, 1976. In the 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was all right. It's more, as I mentioned in my last video, it's more of a drama than a mob mobster movie. And Beatty plays the hitman. So Peter Falk, the guy with the glass eye in Columbo, is childhood friends with John Cassavetes. John Cassavetes plays a small-time bookie who steals some mobster money, and he thinks there is a contract out on his head as a result of his shenanigans with the mobster money theft. So he gets paranoid. He gets his childhood friend Mikey, played by Peter Falk, the guy with the glass eye, to come over there. Mikey has to practically kick down the door because Nickey's scared and paranoid that he's going to die any minute, and his eyes are bulging out. He's doing all kinds of weird stuff in his hotel room. Like, he's getting an ulcer. So Mikey, aka Peter Falk, goes and gets him some creamer for his ulcer. Then Nickey, aka John Cassavetes, finally agrees to leave the hotel. They go to the other side of the town thinking that they're going to see a movie. They hop on the bus. Emmet Walsh is the bus driver. He gets strangled because he doesn't want to let the two guys out the front of the bus. He tells them to go in the back, exit out that way. John Cassavetes gets all mad. They go to a honky tonk bar, start drinking and smoking, talking a lot. I really couldn't get into the dialogue or the characters. There wasn't much of a plot to this movie, but it was kind of like a time capsule. It had a lot of groovy music from 1976, and I love the ending. So Ned Beatty plays the hitman. He's chasing Cassavetes, Nickey around, and always shows up late, or he's at the wrong place at the wrong time, looking for the wrong person. So turns out Peter Falk is in on it with Ned Beatty, the Mikey character. He's actually trying to assist with the hit on his friend Nickey, John Cassavetes. So they go to the cemetery, and this is a scene where the actor turned director actually wanted to include more ad lib from Peter Falk, and John Cassavetes at the cemetery, but they ran out of film after 10 minutes. She wanted an extra 4 minutes, which didn't exist. She couldn't comprehend that they actually ran out of film. She was kind of amateur at directing, according to the bonus features, even though it was a big budget production and everything. It was a big deal back in the day, although it only gets 2,964 votes on IMDb, or ratings, I should say. The cinematographer quit twice, so the DVD that I got was digitally restored. The lighting was made consistent at the end scene, and a lot of the scratches and deterioration of the print were digitally corrected. So the film's in good shape now. That's been digitally restored, and after the cemetery scene, they're just walking around. All of this movie takes place at night, except for the end scene, which is like early morning, and they're just walking around at night. They get in a fight. Cassavetes Nickey breaks Mikey's watch. Peter Falk. His dad gave it to him. He keeps telling the story of how his brother died at the age of 10. He likes telling it to his wife, the Mikey character. Then Beatty hops into, Peter Falk hops into Ned Beatty's car, and they start finger pointing at each other. Who's to blame for not doing a simple hit job? And they end up meeting with the mobster, and the mobster thinks that Cassavetes is going to go back to Peter Falk's house with his wife there. That's pretty much the movie. I think I hit everything. But I watched a couple movies today. I worked 11 and a half hours. I'm tired as heck. I don't know how I'm going to pick up my son on back-to-back nights of 5 hours sleep. Cooking dinner right now, but man, I got through this, and I got through Physical Evidence with Burt Reynolds, Teresa Russell. Man, that was a big disappointment. And I was telling about the logistics problems at my part-time employer. Resulted in me getting 11 and a half hours of work in, double overtime. So pretty crazy. I took some red line this morning because I knew it was going to be crazy. But going to work 11 and a half hours on 5 hours sleep the previous night just burned me out. But I'm doing my movie reviews, and almost done with the Lucci Fucci 1987. Can't remember the Enigma. Yeah, that's the name of it. Excellent flick. I'm going to review that one shortly. I'm just watching the rolling credits right now. So I got about a minute left on that movie. I got Thunderpants, which was on the IMDb bottom 100 at one point, but it got taken off because it didn't have 10,000 ratings. I think it only only had half that amount. And Adrian, if you're watching at some point later on this weekend or next week, sometime, Nicholas Michael Jacobs wanted me to thank you for telling me that his first movie night was some side was like art. Is what you told me. It was art, like a painting or something. So you want me to thank you for that? I'm just doing my moral duty to let you know. And that's the end of my review. Check my dinner right now, and then I'll review Physical Evidence later.